Some people can't be saved. Some others will never learn.
My man is 100% correct. We all know people like this. Let's just call him Jim.
My pro-Trump coworker be working 65 to 70 hours a week. I'm talking like 3 separate jobs, but is against unions. Man's as old as and drowning in medical bills, but is against free healthcare.
Jim, who's 57 years old, who has a bad back, who has medical debt, who works 3 jobs, 70 hours a week, can barely make ends meet, but he doesn't want universal healthcare, but he doesn't want universal free college. He doesn't want things like that because he thinks it's unfair to the taxpayer and he doesn't want to pay it. But really what it is they think that one day they're going to be just like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. If only they just stick with it and stick it out. Even though they're 58 years old and they're fat and they're not that great looking and they don't really have anything particularly going for themselves that would make them like a star, like that would make everyone want to tune into them. They think that somehow, some way, just give them maybe 5-10 more years, they're going to find that secret sauce and they're going to be billionaires just like Mark Zuckerberg. They just need a little bit more time.
He is struggling like the rest of us. I mean, he's got 3 jobs, but jumps to defend men like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk.
One of my favorite quotes, political quotes that actually happens to come from Lyndon B. Johnson, goes, and I'm sure you've heard it. He said, "If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you." And that is 100% correct. That also plays into this. You see, because they gin up all this hatred for those immigrants who are coming. They're just storming the borders. They're swarming into the cities. You ever seen what's that movie with Brad Pitt with the zombies, whatever that movie's called, and all the zombies are like jumping and climbing all over each other? That's how they think about the immigrants coming over the wall. We got to build that wall because next thing you know, they're just going to be, and we can't let them come into our country. That also keeps people like Jim, 57 years old with a bad back and who doesn't want any type of universal anything, glued to the Republican Party. Not only because they think one day they're going to be Jeff Bezos, but also because they think that, well, they have something to protect from those evil brown immigrants. And of course, those, welfare queens who are just taking advantage of the system. Unlike, because white people don't do that at all.
Some people can't be saved. Some others will never learn.
And this is why it is vitally important that we elect better Democrats. We don't sit back and wait for people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin to do the right thing. No. We get these people out of here. We get into our communities. We reach into that community bag. We find good candidates who want to expand the healthcare system, who want to modernize the education system, who want to do something about the rising cost of living, who want to just equalize the playing field and, make us more competitive on the world stage. Unfortunately, the only avenue that we have for that at this given time is the Democratic Party. As we know, the Republican Party is completely nuts. The Democratic Party is corrupt and rather useless. However, they give us a bone at least, and there's something to work with. And because of that, we got to get people like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Kirsten Sinema, Joe Manchin, and anybody who's a corporate Democrat, we got to get them out of here. We have to take responsibility. We have to show up to the polls, and we have to keep our feet on these people's necks. Otherwise, we really don't have that much of a right to complain. So let's make sure that we keep doing what we need to do. Election season is here. Election season is always. So let's get into our communities, be leaders, and get good candidates elected.